Hello guys, welcome to the channel. I'm joined with Mike again because we're going to be looking through my Autotrader list because we were talking about it when we did our little road trip, and it was kind of like, Mike, we've got a bit of a different taste in cars, haven't we? I think it's fair to say.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to see what you thought.
Okay, Alfa Romeo 166, 24 valve, got a nice engine in it. Is it the Busso engine? I assume it is.
The 3 litre V6.
Yeah, 24 valve. But unfortunately, the most gopping car.
Yeah, it's kind of only a mother could love it.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that, yes, definitely.
I wonder what the interior's like though. Usually Italian interiors.
Oh, you have a look, have a click.
Oh right, okay. Yeah,
Never?
see that's a nice interior, isn't it?
Yes.
Bit like the BM in some ways, isn't it? Jaguar XJ 3 litre TD. Okay, so this is definitely a daily driver for someone who owns a printer company, isn't it? I do like the cars. I love the XJs. I love modern Jaguars even. And that was something going on in my head when we were having our conversation on the other video about the cars around that value that could be fast and also estates. But that is also the long wheelbase as well. But it's a turbo diesel. So
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but a nice car.
also it's a premium, $7,000.
It's not premium.
That is for me.
A Jaguar XJ for $7,000. Come on, man.
No, that's, I mean, and
a
I
good
bet
car.
you it's a fucking auto as well, isn't it?
Probably. A lot of car for the money. We'll gloss over that.
That's not a lot of car for the money.
It is.
You can get a Rolls Royce for $7,000.
Yeah, but you have to put a lot of money into it.
No, you don't. Just need to get those knuckles out. Anyway, moving on. Porsche 911 3.6 996 Carrera. You know what? My first thought was, no, I don't like Porsches. Yet again, another Volkswagen thing. But that's $20,000 for a Porsche, and it looks all right, to be fair. Tiptronic. That is not the yeah. I know but it's the one before the proper double clutch thing, isn't it? The synchro one that they've got nowadays.
Well, I believe so. It's a bit of an older one, isn't it?
Yeah. Then we go on to an even better car. Wow, 911 3.4 996 Carrera. It's yet again all-wheel drive, two-door, but I prefer that body style in the silver with those wheels, a big spoiler on the back as well.
It looks very smart, doesn't it?
It does look good, but it is an extra $3,000. So there you go. Lotus Europa, nice, yes.
Bit different.
Tickety tick tick. I tell you what, they're $25,000. That is, I mean, you can. I know what you mean, but you can get an Elise for 15. You know.
The only problem I have with the Europa is the interior, because sometimes
Oh,
they
right.
look horrific.
They can, yeah, the Alcantara-y sort of stuff.
I don't know. I've seen certain ones with certain interiors, and it kind of looks bumpy.
Oh,
It just looks
okay.
a bit too
Right.
wavy.
Okay. Either way, $25,000 is a lot, but it is a good car. But that does, yeah, as I just said, it begs you. I reckon you could get an Esprit for 25 easy, actually. So you really got to think about what you're.
I think the Esprit looks nicer too.
It does, yeah. And of course you've got the 4-cylinder, the turbo, and the V8 to choose from. But I don't know.
Mike's a bit of a Lotus nerd, aren't you? Because,
I am, yes.
Your dad's got an Elise, isn't he?
He does, and an Elan, yeah. So, Lancia Fulvia 1.2, nice, $25,000. And that 1.2 is a right little screamer as well. I tell you what, that would have beat both these cars in the country lanes. That would have been gorgeous to drive.
Lovely looking car, isn't it?
That is, yeah. Those gold wheels
But
actually are a bit.
25k.
It's a collector's one,
A
isn't
lot
it?
of money,
It's
isn't
20.
it?
But it's going to be. You know
you
what?
You wouldn't drive it every day.
No, maybe not. But what you would do is earn money, because that's just going to go up and up and up. 911 3.4, another 911. No, not looking at it. Can't be bothered with that shit.
And it's not even a proper one.
Is it not?
No, it's a rep.
It's a GT. It says GT3 RS on the side. It's obviously not. Kia Stinger. Wow. Yes. $28,000. So $29,000 even. Sorry.
What would you have? The Stinger or the Audi?
They're both autos. And I know you can get the Kia in a manual. So
Okay.
if it was a manual Stinger versus this car exactly, I would choose the manual Stinger.
Nah, wrong. Just wrong.
Okay. All right. And, sorry, just to clarify, I have owned and enjoyed automatic cars, but it's just when it's a driver's car and I'm a driver, I just
I
like.
think most of us that buy cars are usually drivers because we do.
You know what I
drive them.
fucking mean, you facetious bastard. Maserati Gran Turismo 4.7, no.
What do you mean? No, that's actually my dream car. The Gran Turismo.
Really?
Yeah, because I played it on
PlayStation.
Gran Turismo. I had a white one with red candy
Oh!
dollar sign wheels.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very unreliable.
It's,
it looks like a
it's
piece
a
of
Ferrari
shit.
derived
It's
engine.
a derived engine. Somebody's been watching too much Car Throttle. F-Type 3 litre V6.
I'd contemplate that.
But
I'd contemplate the 3 litre.
yeah,
But I wouldn't do the 2 litre.
no, not the 2.
Doesn't
No,
feel like the right thing to do.
the wheels are too small on this particular one, and I don't like that sort of grey that it's got going on. I'd rather a red or the orange that it comes in. But that's too expensive at 38 grand. Audi R8 Quattro 4.2, massive poser that is.
I was going to say, is that a bit of you or no? Because
No.
I like that. I really like
No,
that.
it's all about the flashy, bling,
It's
isn't
your
it?
first supercar, but it's not actually a supercar. It's more like a sports car, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember when they first released them though, because that 4-wheel drive system with that engine, the V10, and it just blitzed everything. It was, and then the Skyline
for
came
the
out.
V10, you have to put a lot more money into the V10.
Yeah, this is
than
the V8 model. Oh look, a 4.2 FSI V8 R Chiptronic Quattro. It's just another R8.
That's never a problem though. That was auto.
Yeah.
I'd want the gated manual if I was going to buy an
Oh
R8.
yeah.
Early gen
Oh,
R8.
you've gone manual now, have you?
For an R8.
Oh, okay. Another R8. Another F-Type. Lotus Elise 1.8 Sport. Nice. 220, yes. 41.5 grand.
Yeah.
What year is it? It doesn't say what year it is, and it's no longer available. But I assume it's a very modern one. 41 grand. I would rather... I mean, it's rather like Minis. The newer they get, the worse they get. The older ones are hardcore and really drivey. The S2s have got electric windows and things like that. And then, just as time is,
It becomes more of a car
yeah,
as we know it modern.
yeah. Which it depends where your bag is. However, I feel like you don't necessarily need a 42 grand Elise. You know what I mean? Like you can get a 20 grand fucking really good Elise, and then spend 20 grand on buying a garage, building a thing to work on it or to buy things
And
for
to
it.
be honest, they all look the fucking same anyway.
Says you, Audi boy. Jesus. There's another Elise. This one's got a picture though. It's a white one with nice wheels actually. That does look really nice, but yet again still in the 42 grand range. 911, fuck off. Maserati Gran Turismo, really nice looking car, but the gearboxes are absolutely horrific. It's like driving proper, rubber bandy.
Yeah, they're not known to be that responsive as such, are they?
And then catch fire. Yay! Another Porsche 911. Fuck off, Jay. Another Gran Turismo 4.7 V8 Sport Auto. Good. I mean, yeah, sure, it's an alright colour. Black wheels. You've got a theme, haven't you?
I do, don't
Just
I?
black on black.
And all of it so far has been Porsche,
He's gone from
Audi.
Stormtroops. Now it's a Maserati Gran Turismo, but this one's white with black wheels. Soon to be white with black wheels with little silver chips in them. Probably knowing you.
That's right, we're facing the other way, so they can't see that.
Yeah, it's true. Porsche 911 PDK. That's the box. That's the good box, but it's an extra 10 grand almost for that. Oh, a proper Europa.
Yeah,
So
now
we've
that is very cool. I like that because you come around to the back and it's got the flat back.
Yeah,
Like, We should show the people that.
Well, you can do it in post, can't you?
But
There we go.
Looks just unbelievable, doesn't it?
It does look good. It's an acquired taste. I actually don't think the styling's that good.
50k.
50k because it's the
What a money.
JPS special. Yeah, that is a gorgeous car though, and I've been in one, and they're very nice. They're very nice indeed. Much lower than you'd expect. Looking at the pictures, you'd think, it's all right.
Yeah.
But actually, you sit down in that thing, and it's really cool. Ferrari 348.
That is cool. That is the one I wanted you to see because I like that. I like that a lot.
It looks like you've made it in a video game.
Yeah,
it's
it's
got. Has
cool.
it got? That's not a standard body kit, is it? It's a aftermarket body
I'm
kit.
not sure, but it's all lowered and yeah, it looks great.
I mean, you'd have to have a little go at driving it, wouldn't
Look
you?
at that.
Yeah, I do. Those back slanted lights are so 80s. Oh, it's a 91, but must have been designed in the 80s with that and those Testarossa style events. I do like it actually. It's growing on me. When I first saw it, it was lowered. I'd have to look around it and make sure it had been like tastefully and properly done because this looks like a chav has got it and just slammed it and put it on bags or something. 55 grand, but they are going up,
Again, it is a
and
Ferrari,
it's collectors.
isn't it, at the end of the day?
I broke it. There we go. Right. Oh, fucking hell. An RS6. So, yeah, this is the big brother of
That's
yours.
nice, isn't it? In the Nardo.
Is that what they call that? Primer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Primer grey, Nardo. Very, very nice.
55 grand for a 67, so the same year as this. And this is what? 30-ish. And that's 55-ish.
Yeah.
So you're right, 20 grand more for an extra 2 cylinders and 100 more horsepower. It's up to you. I wouldn't pick it. Actually, you know what? If I was given it, I would keep it. But Porsche 911 Carrera S, 3.8 coupe.
There's a lot of Porsches in there. I didn't realise how many Porsches.
60 grand, no. Another Maserati Gran Turismo, no. A Porsche 911, no. Porsche 911, no. Porsche 911, no. Porsche 911, Jay!
Can you see what I'm aspiring to?
911, Exige. That's the 410 though, but it is 75 grand. But I'm sure it goes like stink. There's another 410.
That's really nice. I like the colour on that.
I like the fact the wheels are a bit smaller on the green actually.
I think that looks really smart.
Yeah, it does look good, yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely
But
right.
the things with the Exiges, if you just quickly go through here,
Yeah.
what I really like is that.
The back bit.
The back angle.
It
is
does.
great.
It is a gorgeous looking car.
Like seeing that on the road, you know, coming
And
behind
it's Manuel. It's Manuel as well with an open gear linkage. It is gorgeous, but 77 grand. You really have to make sure that for that money, it's got to be worth it. You know,
you just end up keeping it forever, wouldn't you?
you'd have to
make
keep
the
it
money
together.
out of it.
You'd have to keep it together. It would probably appreciate anyway. And you know, Lotuses were known for being unreliable, but they're pretty good nowadays, to be honest. But I reckon that could be a goer. And if you really wanted to, you could daily drive that, I reckon. Porsche 911, no. Porsche 911, no. Porsche 911, no. McLaren 570S. I do actually like that. I like the black, I like the gold wheels.
I feel like the McLaren's a great shout for your first supercar.
The baby one is the 520S. Is it the 520? Is that, or is it this one, the 570? I think it might be this one actually. This is the baby one, isn't it?
And you have
It would just be.
Is it the MP12 or something like that?
Oh, the MP-12 4C.
That's like
thing.
one of the original ones, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So that was actually the flagship when it was released.
But they look quite ugly now.
They do, yeah. They haven't aged well.
No.
But the 570,
This looks the same as every other McLaren you get on the road, I think. I think they're all so similar.
they do look similar.
Unless you're really
yeah.
into them, you don't look different.
So I think that this is a good car. However, when you consider it's approximately the same performance as the R8, and it's 40 grand more, you have to consider: is it worth the extra 40
I think
grand?
I'd have the R8.
I think,
Just because the R8 as well, it's so much easier to put on the road.
and it's not like
It's not so specialist, is it?
no. The other thing as well is that you got the McLaren, and you could say, look, actually, I want to spend 40 grand. This is a supercar. I want to get the McLaren, the nice one. But it's the baby McLaren.
And it's also the cheapest one.
That's what I mean, yeah. So when you go to a car show or something, they're going to be like, oh, there's a McLaren. Oh, it's not a good one, though. And, you know, it's not... You know,
Whereas the Audi, it's an R8.
yeah.
That's their supercar.
Here we
isn't
go.
it? So-
Another 570. It looks worse and is more money. So, no. Ferrari Portofino, 3.9. I know nothing about this car. But it's twice the price of the fucking first McLaren. I hope it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a nice car.
It doesn't look nice.
Although, to be fair, I'd rather have a hard top.
Yeah? They do a hard top version of that, do
I
they?
have no idea. I don't really stay up to date with those kind of supercars because I know that I can't afford it at the moment.
And finally, wrapping up the list is a
Nearly 200 grand.
a Rolls-Royce Wraith V12. So yeah, again, the Ghost is the smallest one, the Wraith, and then the Phantom, right? I love the names of those cars, and they are amazing. Have you seen how big a Phantom is in real life?
Huge. Oh, that's 6 meters long.
Amazing. This, I remember Jeremy Clarkson when they first released it. The quarter panel, the rear quarter panel, was the same size length as a smart car.
Yeah. Mad.
It's insane. Absolutely amazing. I love that. 190 grand.
And that would be good for a long road trip.
It would be, yeah. However, I think if you or I were to somehow magically get given 200 grand and then buy this, you'd have to pay for the upkeep, for the maintenance, and you would fucking look weird, right? I don't know about
Do you know what I would do at the moment? if I was given 200 grand and I had to buy cars,
plural. Okay.
I'd probably buy a 50 grand Exige S3. I'd probably buy a decent Volvo estate for my daily.
Okay.
Maybe even something, you know, nice petrol, but decent kind of MPG.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't really get that out of this around here.
No.
And so, you know, you spend another probably 50 grand on a Volvo like that, really.
Maybe.
Nowadays. That's 100 grand. And then I might go for a high end. I would say R8, but if I've got the Exige, that's the sporty car anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't
That's
know
your
what I
track
would
weapon,
spend
isn't
another
it?
100 grand on. nice garage.
Insurance, probably.
Yeah. That's true.
I think I would buy, was it 200 grand? So I'd buy 100 BMW 325 Ti because they're the best car ever made.
Well, that's just wrong, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
you're
not-
right.
yeah.
Maybe for 200 grand I could get my scimitar working. My original point is that if we were to get a Rolls Royce now, someone would say, "Oh, mate, do you want this?" And we were like, "Yeah." Then just park it outside of your house.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what your house looks like, but mine it just looks so weird. I mean, I'm just a little clarify. I don't live in a shithole, but like, it would just be like just normal little
I think-
two-bedroom
I think to be
house, and then
fair,
boom.
Unless you have a decent detached house, I think that parking a Rolls Royce in front of any house would look weird anwoy.
That's
'Cause
true.
People just go, "Whoa, what the hell?"
Yeah, unless you
It's
drive,
a real statement piece.
unless you have a driveway that has its own like lane, it would look a bit weird.
But not my house, unfortunately.
No. There you go.
Some random dude's house that we just camped on for the night.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, yeah. Watch that video.
Anyway, guys, thank you for that. Thanks, Mike.
No
What
problem
do you
at all.
think? If you had to rate my list, my whole list altogether, out of 10, what would you rate it?
You know what? Out of 10. 10 being my list, what I consider to be the best cars. It's actually, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but worse also, in some ways. So, I'm going to go for a 7.
7.
It was going to be a 6, but I upgraded to a 7 because that old Europa on it. That's pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go, man.
Well, thank you for watching the video, and we shall catch you in the next video. Please do check out Mike over at Tyresome on YouTube and all the other related channels, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll link me down below.
Oh, I will. I'll link down below. And also watch this video with these cars because we did a little Cornish road trip in our British cars that are actually German, and you'll see what that means by looking on this little link here. So we shall see you in another video sometime, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Another road trip somewhere in the future,
in the future.
and hopefully the weather will be better.
Hopefully the weather will be
This has
better.
been the nicest weather we've had, and this is after our road trip.
Yeah. This is post road trip right now.
So
Never
we shall
mind.
see you then. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
See you later on. There we go. It's a wrap.
It's been nice doing business with you, man.